Welcome to City Week, ladies and gentlemen. And today I have a real treat for my viewing audience. I have none other than two-time Super Bowl champion Tyrone Poole, who's from right here in LaGrange, Georgia, as my guest. Tyrone, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Al. Thank you for having me here. It's an honor. It's a pleasure to be with you.
It is definitely that, Tyrone. And you know what? I start out by saying two-time Super Bowl champ because so many times our young men, they dream about where you have been, and they sit on the sideline, but you've been there in that game of life and on the field. But before we get into talking about that, I just wanted to, if you don't mind, tell us a little bit about yourself, if you don't mind.
Well, I'm from LaGrange, Georgia, born and raised right off of Edgewood Avenue, Hamilton Road. Anybody know where Hamilton Road is?
Yes, sir. We do.
Went to LaGrange High School, played football, ran track, went to Fort Valley State University. And I always like to say this, for those who look at life, maybe some tragedy has happened. I grew up here in LaGrange, and we were financially struggling, but that didn't stop me. I quit football in high school. Wow. But that did not stop me. So LaGrange, whenever I come back to LaGrange, it just reminds me that, like the Nutty Professor said in the old Eddie Murphy Nutty Professor, yes, I can.
That's right.
You know, every time I come back to my hometown of LaGrange, it reminds me, yes, I can. So yes, you can as well.
Absolutely. And Tyrone, I just want to say thank you, because this is not your first time being back here, because you have been here in the communities, Christmas, Thanksgiving, father-daughter dance, things of that nature. You continue to come back and to give back. Let me ask, why do you do that?
Because I think it's my duty. I think it's my duty, Al, to help people, because people help me. You know, I heard a wise man say, if you ever see a turtle sitting on top of a fence, just know that the turtle did not get there by itself. So, you know, to come back and actually help out, it actually gives me an opportunity to help those who were in situations that I was previously in. So, you know, teamwork makes the dream work, as they say.
Absolutely, all the time, all the time. Then Tyrone, graduated LaGrange High School, went off to Fort Valley State College, and then you got drafted and quit in high school football, right?
Yeah.
But yes, you can.
Yeah, yes, you can, as another professor said.
Got back in the game and ended up in the NFL. And I want to talk about that because I know all our viewing audience. What is it like to play on the largest stage of life in an NFL? What's that like, man?
Well, actually, I know we'll touch bases in it later on in the program, so you guys got to hang around. This is going to be a phenomenal show, okay? One of the best yet that Al has ever had.
All right.
But in my book, I call it Ultimate Success in the Game of Life.
Yes.
So ultimate success in the game of life, actually, like you say in football, that is a stage that I played on, but the greatest and the biggest show is life itself. And football taught me how to deal with life. Because in life, there will be times that we will miss our exit. And like I said, I quit football in high school, so a lot of people would have said I missed my exit. But because I knew who I was, what I had, and what I could do, even though I grew up financially in poverty, or financially challenged, should I say, I still knew who I was, what I had, and what I could do. Yes, I missed my exit, but because I knew where I was going, I was able to go through Fort Valley State University and still get to that stage, like you said, playing in those Super Bowls, you know, in front of 70,000 people. And, you know, you make a mistake, everybody sees it, Al. Everybody around the world sees it.
Right.
But football taught me a lot. And that's why I love coming back. And like you mentioned earlier, just giving back and helping people who may never go to that level, but they can live their experience through me.
Absolutely. In the analogy that you just gave a moment ago about the turtle being up on the fence, you know, he didn't get there by himself. And on playing on that biggest stage of life there, the NFL Super Bowl, there were some steps, some challenges along the way. you don't just go from here to here,
No.
but like you said, you had help along the way. Talk about not only the physical preparedness that we see, talk about that mental preparedness that you had to go through to get yourself to that point, Tyrone.
Yeah, you know, I call that the process. You know, we've heard the process. Trust the process. And that, my friends, is where the mental really comes in. That's where you have to not look at your circumstances. Like I said, I grew up financially challenged. Okay, I remember coming home and the cable being turned off. You know, sometimes the lights turned off. Sometimes there's not enough food in the refrigerator. You know, you're living month to month. You know, trust in the process. That's where I say you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in yourself, but you got to be told who you are. And your environment tells you who you are, but you gotta trust the process. And like you said, mentally, that's probably one of the toughest things that I think makes or breaks people. When you look in the mirror, I tell people, you should always tell yourself, if it's to be, it's up to me. And the only person that can stop me is the person I look at every day in the mirror. And when you tell yourself that, then it enables you to take the next step in the process. Going back to that mental process, like you said, you know, it's more than just physical, because when life comes to challenge you, when trials and tests and temptation come to try you, it don't try your muscles. You know, life didn't try to see, it didn't try me, okay, let's see how much you can bench. Let's see how fast you can run. No, life came to challenge me mentally. Do you believe in yourself? Or will you follow the wrong that you know is wrong, and everybody before you has gotten in trouble? Do you have the mental capacity to not go that way? So, you know, you got to be strong mentally. You got to trust the process. And I'm telling you, it pays dividends to have a lot of people around you that has that same mentality.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I'm looking here at your book, and you touched on a number of great things, and I want to come back to some of those too. Ultimate success in the game of life. You will learn how to choose the right pattern to follow. I want to take that and just kind of talk a little bit about some things that have been happening in our community, Tyrone, and I'm sure you're probably aware of them, and it's of unfortunate tragedies. I think we have had in our community at least one young person to get shot and killed every month this year. And that average age is about 21 years of age. How to choose the right pattern to follow is one of your steps in the success of life. What would you say to our young people that may feel like they don't have that support system, or they have those challenges that you face, that I face coming up, and they're choosing not necessarily the right path? What would you say to them?
Well, one of the statements that I've learned, and that's again why I love coming back, because I believe that the student is only as good as the teacher, and the teacher is only as good as the experience that the teacher has been exposed to. I'm gonna say that again. The student is only as good as the teacher, and the teacher is only as good as the experience that the teacher has been exposed to. So that's why I think, Al, you always gotta find somebody who has gone through it and overcome it, because life is gonna serve everybody the same meal. It's gonna serve everybody trials. I don't care how much money you got. There's somebody who got a lot of money going through a trial. They're going to go through some tests. I don't care how much money you got. You're going to go through some tests. Sometimes the test is trying to find out who taking it from you. But then you're going to have some temptations. You know, so the key is to find that person that has gone through it and overcome it. You know, and I love to tell people, everything you will be in the future, you are already it right now. A 5-year-old boy has a 25-year-old man in that 5-year-old boy. The key is you got to trust the process and be around the right people that they can tell you, hey, this is a part of life. Falling down is a part of life, okay? Everything you need to get back up is in you. So get up, get up. So yes, it's tragic that we have so many young kids that are following other kids who don't know who they are. You know, so you got to follow the right people, Al. You got to follow people who know who they are, what they have, and what they can do, and a great mentor. You got to find a great mentor.
Absolutely. And talking about that, one of the other key points here, you said your words affect your actions. Expound on that, Tyrone.
You know, you are what you say you are. You are what you say you are. If you say you're defeated, you're defeated.
You're defeated.
Now, in sports, like you said, playing football at the highest level, well, we walk into a game. Really, the game has been prepared mentally. The week leading up to the game. All the preparation mentally. Yeah, some physical preparation, but the majority of the preparation is mental. So before we even travel to the city or play in the stadium, we've already determined whether or not we're going to win or lose during that week. Okay, because the week is the preparation. The game is when you have fun, but it's during that week that you prepare yourself mentally and physically. So in other words, in life, young people, whenever you, if you know you're about to go to school and you got a test Friday, well, you prepare Monday for the test on Friday. When you get in there to take the test on Friday, that's fun time. That's fun. Because you've already prepared yourself. So what you say to yourself determines whether you win or you lose. Again, what you say to yourself determines whether you win or lose, Al. So that's why your words, man, are very important.
Important. You know, and it's powerful too. Because, you know, we used to have an old saying back when I was in school, way before your time, I'm sure. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt. That is not true.
That's not true.
That is so not true. Sticks and stones and words hurt and they cut deeply. And sometimes they leave scars that we don't see outwardly, but those scars are inwardly. Tyrone, I'm going to take a quick, short commercial break because I want to continue this conversation. This is great. Like you said, this is one of the greatest shows that we've ever had in a long time. I want to take a quick, short commercial break, and we're going to talk about some of the positive things that you and your foundation, TP38 Foundation, Inc., is doing and would like to do, even in this community, to reach some of our young people. So will you stay with me and come back?
Here.
You here?
I got your back.
Okay, thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, let us come back quickly from a short commercial break, and we're going to come back with two-time Super Bowl champ, Tyrone Poole. Welcome back, City Week, ladies and gentlemen. As I told you, I have the pleasure of sitting down with Tyrone Poole, two-time Super Bowl champ, motivational speaker, author, coach, fitness coach, all of the above.
A lot of titles.
A lot of titles there, Coach Tyrone. But you know what? It is so great to see someone right here from my hometown that comes back and do the things that you do. And when I called and asked you about coming down to speak and to motivate our young people, you said immediately, yes. You didn't even think about it. You just said automatically, you said yes. And I want to say thank you, Tyrone, for doing that. That means a lot to me, okay?
Yeah.
I want to finish up with another point that you have here from your book, The Ultimate Success in the Game of Life. Ultimate success. You didn't say the maybe success. You use a determining action verb. Ultimate success. And in order to have success in life, Tyrone, one of the other points that you made here is the tools you need for your journey. Talk a little bit about that, because so many times, you know, I was working on my grill this weekend. Big mistake, number one. Number two, I didn't have the right tools. Talk about when you don't have the right tools in your toolbox. How difficult is it to complete your task?
Yeah, I'm going to jaywalk real quick.
Okay.
Go back. I'm going to that title before I hit you with the tools.
Okay.
The title in itself, ultimate success, doesn't mean money. Doesn't mean money. A lot of people, when they think about success, they equate that to money.
Okay.
But success could be basically, in that term, success meaning overcoming. Ultimate success. And like you said, putting a definite article before anything gives it a new meaning. I could say, bring me a chair, and you could bring me a big chair, small chair, wide chair, but when I say bring me the chair,
right,
it's only one type of chair I'm talking about now. So ultimate success, when you say ultimate success, that's nothing higher than ultimate. Now, if you say success, everybody has a different definition for success. But when I say ultimate, then it's only one way. Walking to the store or driving to the store. Which one is going to get ultimate success to the store? It's the driving the car, right? So again, definite article. So that's kind of what that title. And also it lends itself to multiple other options. Ultimate success in the game of relationships. Ultimate success in the game of health. Ultimate success in the game of being you. Ultimate success in overcoming, whatever it is. Ultimate success is what you want. So now going to the tools. The right tools on your journey. And in that book, I talk about how you can eat a steak. Okay, if I cooked a filet mignon and it's juicy and man, it's sizzling, and I bring it to the table and you're preparing to eat it, but then I give you a butter knife. I give you a butter knife to eat this delicious, soon-to-be steak that you just gonna love, but I give you a butter knife.
Right.
Now, you will eventually eat the meal, but look how much struggle it's gonna be to cut the meat. I don't care how tender I made it. So the right tool, they have a steak knife.
Right.
A steak knife that is primarily, that's what it's there for, is to cut the steak. Now you waste less time, you maximize your efforts, and you're able to enjoy that delicious steak. It's the same thing in life. You gotta have the right tools. If I tell you right now, Al, there's $5 million buried 5 feet beneath you. Again, talk about how the right tool makes all the difference, right? And I say, you got 5 minutes to go 5 feet, and you can have $5 million. You can be like, yes, let's go, I'm ready. But then I give you a spoon to dig with. I gave you a tool, but it's not the right tool.
It's not the right tool, is it?
So if I give you a shovel, or if I give you a backhoe of a tractor, then you're gonna get there in maximum time so you can get that 5 million. So life is like that as well. Whatever you're doing, you got to understand what you're doing, and you got to apply the right tools. When I play sports, football, you got baseball, you got basketball, you got soccer, all those sports are played with a ball. Now, for me to be effective and efficient, to play football, I got to use a football. It's an oval ball. And then on top of that, Al, I got to understand the rules.
That's right.
And a lot of people are trying, and I believe, just my belief, I think that a lot of people fail in life because they have the passion. You know, they have the motivation, they're motivated, but they are playing the game with the wrong information. They're trying to play football with basketball rules. And they get mad when they get called out on a technical foul. You're going against the rules. Learn the rules, play the game effectively, and you'll eat that delicious meal.
Well, I'm ready.
Let's go.
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
And talking about the preparedness, the right tools, Tyrone, you have a number of things going for you with your foundation, TP38 Foundation. You have what we call Work That Thing.
Work That Thing.
Work That Thing, which is also positive things that you are giving back to the community. We look at you. We say, oh man, I want to be like that. I want to be fit like Tyrone. I want to be, slim, fast like he. But again, you got to work that thing in order to get to the stage that you are. Talk a little bit about some of the things that you do with Work That Thing. I know that you had your football training camps here, your other various things, and you also have some products here that you want to talk about too. Talk a little bit about Work That Thing for us to get some of the younger folks that look like you. I'm going to leave myself out of that.
Get them to WTT Work That Thing.
There you go.
Well, actually, Work That Thing actually developed just an idea. Again, this is everybody out there. Hear me when I say this. Everybody out there, you have a business in you. You have a business in you. Every problem that you see that you may be facing is a business. You just got to find a way to solve that problem, and that is a business. So Work That Thing, Al, came about. My daughter, she runs track, and I've been training her ever since she was in the 3rd grade, right? I've always been her coach, whether she was playing flag football, softball, basketball, track and field, didn't matter. I was her coach. So in track and field, I would normally warm her up and go through the drills to make sure she's ready to run her race. So as she got older, I kind of like let her kind of like, you know, take the wheels and, okay, let's see if she knows how to warm herself up. So while she's warming herself up, I would leave and go and make sure, you know, she's in the right heat, the right lane, and then I would come back and I would ask her, well, how do you feel? And she would say, I feel pretty good. I said, okay, well, let's go work it. Let's go work it. So Work It turned into Work That Thing. Okay. So Work That Thing means basically whatever it is your thing is. If it's to be a better person, a better mom, a better dad, a better athlete, a better entrepreneur, a better employer, CEO, whatever your thing is, you got to work it. You got to work that thing. And there are going to be some obstacles. There are going to be some adversity. But if you work that thing, again, we talked about understanding how your words affect your actions, right? You got to work that thing. You got to work the right words. But when you work that thing, then you're going to get the ultimate success that you're seeking. So Work That Thing is a brand. It is a registered trademark brand. And there's supplements because, like you mentioned earlier, mental. And you got to work the inside. You got to take care of the inside and the outside. And the supplementation, and that's a supplement company, Work That Thing. It has apparel as well. So myself being a professional athlete, I know what it took to keep my body healthy. Yes, you see my daughter right there. And we got all kinds of supplements. And for over 22 years, my body was my business. It was my business. That's how I made my money. So I had to put the right things into my body. It's like some of these high-end vehicles, high-end cars. You can't put that unleaded gas in there and expect that car to run forever. It's not going to run forever, but you can't expect it to run efficiently if you put the bad gas in it. So you got to put the right gasoline in it. You got to put the right octane in it in order for that car to maximize its potential. Well, our bodies is the same way. You got to put the right nutrients in it. If you put the right things in it, it's going to produce the right things on the outside. That's why Work That Thing supplementation was created to help people mentally and physically work that thing. Their body is their business, and hopefully we can help them maximize with efficiency and they can have ultimate success.
Very good. I just want to mention one of your products. You told me this was your favorite one.
Yeah, I got a few,
I'm going to just show this, and you said the collagen was one of your favorite products or supplements that you use. Talk a little bit about them, because also I want to get to a word that you use, resiliency, as well.
Yes.
So talk a little bit about collagen here and how that helps the resiliency in an individual.
Yeah. Well, again, thank you, Al, for giving me the opportunity to talk about Work That Thing. And, you know, a lot of people going around, and we've heard people getting Botox, right? They get Botox, and sometimes you get too much Botox, and you're like, hold on, you need to stay off that needle for a little bit. So, you know, why get those needle shots when you can take collagen? Your body is made up of collagen, you know, your joints. So as we get older, we start to lose that collagen. So that's why you got to make sure you take care of your inner body. So again, for over 22 years, my body was my business, playing a game that was almost terrible on the body. You know, the body was not made to play football. The body wasn't made to do a lot of things.
I think some of them flips they be doing and stuff. I'm like, whoa.
Come on now. There you go. So I had to put the right things, and collagen helped my joints. recover. The collagen help with the skin, the hair. So anybody trying to grow your hair back, trying to keep your hair, collagen. Your nails, you try to get your nail growing, instead of putting them fake nails on, just go get some work that thing collagen, and over time it'll grow.
It'll come back, right?
You don't need the Botox. Take some work that thing collagen and your skin will stay tight. So again, that is why I and my daughter, we're co-owners of Work That Thing Supplementation. So I'm teaching her entrepreneurship as well. So yeah, Work That Thing Supplements and Apparel. So it's a great company.
Very good. I want to ask this question. You have so much positivity about yourself, the resiliency, you know, all of those things. Will you come back here and meet with our young folks and let them see and say, oh my God, you know, it's Tyrone Poole, 2-time Super Bowl. I know that you've been here before, but I'm asking, will you come back again? Because again, we got to reach our young people to help them understand that the ultimate success in the game of life depends on the person that they see in that mirror. And I would love to have you come back and speak to a group of young folks to talk about your book, to talk about your Work That Thing, and talk about any other thing that is laid on your heart to talk to them about. Because we need more role models, like you said a moment ago.
Resiliency.
Like the resiliency,
Yes.
like yourself, Tyrone.
Yeah.
So will you do that for us?
Definitely, Al. Teach them resiliency. I'm the #1 resiliency trainer. So whatever I can do to help people bounce back and let them know that everything that they will be in the future, they are already it now. They just got to work that thing.
Absolutely. Tyrone, you said it best. This is going to be one of the best shows that I've had in a while, and I must agree, this has been an awesome, awesome show. And I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming down, to coming out, to share all that you have shared, to give back to the community like you do. Thank you very much for being my guest today.
Thank you, Al. Thank God. Thank you for the opportunity.
All right, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for more Seed of the Week coming up in just a moment. Welcome to Next City Week, ladies and gentlemen. And as always enjoy my visit from next door, from Visit LaGrange, because Lynn comes over and just tells us about all the things that will be taking place in LaGrange. And I know with the weather getting as nice as it is, Lynn, people are going to be coming out. And I know that you have a list of stuff there that you were excited to tell people all about.
It is a busy week, and there is something for everybody.
All right.
So there are no excuses unless it is pouring down rain not to participate in something that is coming up in the week.
Wow. Let's get started, Lynn.
Sure.
All right.
Thanks. Hello, and welcome to City Scenes. I'm your host, Lynne Holle from Visit LaGrange. Today we're going to be talking about all the events that will be going around our area during the week of April 24th through April 30th. So let's get started. Tuesday, April 25th at 7:30 p.m., Celebrating Sustainability at Callaway Auditorium. April's Sustainability Concert will leave you speechless. Hear the LaGrange Symphony Orchestra in this fabulous season finale, under the direction of Maestro Richard Pryor. This concert features 2 guest artists. Attendees will hear the first place winner of the 2023 Young Artist Competition for Strings, Sikong Chang. Sikong is 25 years old and a native of Beijing, China. He is currently a student and graduate assistant at the Schwab School of Music at Columbus State University in Columbus, Georgia. The second guest artist is organist Don Padenbrock. Prepare to be amazed. If you thought there wasn't an organ in Callaway Auditorium, you will be astounded at what you will experience on April 25th. Mr. Padenbrock and the LaGrange Symphony Orchestra will bring the symphony of life via fantastic state-of-the-art Hopwork organ equipment. With capabilities of extraordinarily low frequency, concert goers will get the experience of hearing this symphony as if you were in St. Lawrence, Basilica, Rotterdam, Netherlands. Wednesday, April 26th, from 10 a.m. till 11 a.m., Wellness Wednesdays at Hills and Dales Estate. Join us at Hills and Dales Estate and feed your mind, body, and spirit with our Wellness Wednesdays program. Classes include yoga with Lisa Alford, dance, fitness, and Pilates with Nancy Bradford, and guided garden walks, exploring history and horticulture in the garden with a member of Hills and Dales Estate staff. Each class will begin at the Visitor Center and last for 1 hour. $10 per person per class. All classes are complimentary for Hills and Dales Estate members. Call 706-882-3242 or email info@hillsanddales.org to register. Friday, April 28th from 6 until 10 p.m., Relay for Life. Join us as we celebrate survivors, remember those gone, and fight back fundraising. We will have a night of fun, a survivor lap, food, and a luminary ceremony. Relay 2023 will be at Chris Joseph Track on Fort Drive behind Whitesville Road School in LaGrange. Will you join us? Take up the fight and let's fund a cure for cancer. Saturday, April 29th from 11 a.m. until 4. Come and experience downtown LaGrange for our annual Spring Artisan Market. Our sponsors and community partners joined hands to bring you something special. With over 60 makers and artists, live music, specialty food trucks, fun children's activities, and more. Save the date, April 29th from 11 to 4. Visit downtown LaGrange, Georgia, and experience an amazing events happening in our community. Also during this time, we'll have an e-bike demo day at Walk on Ridley. Hey Goldens fans, put this on your calendar. At the Spring Artisan Market, Walk on Main, we will be holding an e-bike demo day. This is a great chance to go for a test ride around the block, up the hills of the parking deck, or catch the thread and see how it really rides. We'll have several models available. And while you're there, enjoy dozens of other vendors. It'll be a great spring day in downtown LaGrange. Saturday, April 29th from 5 to 9, Saturday Night Alive Feet, Shelby's Brothers Band at Overlook Plaza Stage. We're thrilled to kick off our new monthly music series at Wild Leap LaGrange. Join us the last Saturday of every month for free live music, amazing craft beverages, food trucks, and more. All ages welcome, free entry. And finally, to end a perfect Saturday in LaGrange, Jeff Foxworthy at Sweetland Amphitheater. Show starts at 8 p.m. The gates will open at 6:30. Jeff Foxworthy is one of the most respected and successful comedians in the country. He is the largest selling comedy recording artist in history, a multiple Grammy Award nominee and best-selling author of more than 26 books. In 2014, he was inducted into the Georgia Music Hall of Fame. Widely known for his redneck jokes, his act goes well beyond that to explore the humor in everyday family interactions and human nature, a style that has been compared to Mark Twain's. Alton, those are some of the events that are going to be going on in our area during the week of April 24th through the 30th. So my hope is that everybody will get out and enjoy it and have fun and stay safe.
Absolutely. And you know, Lynne, I heard you say some of the events. That means there may be other events that's going on that you didn't capture there.
That's right.
Well,
never know.
Never know. So we definitely, hopefully, people will get out and enjoy all of the things that you talked about and other things happening in our community. So I always appreciate you coming on and sharing this wonderful news.
Sure. Thank you.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this week. My guests have been none other than two-time Super Bowl champ, as I stated earlier, Tyrone Poole. show as he talked about positive things that you young people can get involved with, as well as some of us older folks can get involved with too, to help make a positive impact in the lives of those around us. Ladies and gentlemen, I know that he will be back to our community to pour into our youth and to our young adults in the near future. So stay tuned for those coming up events. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you've enjoyed this week of City Week. And as always, I want to invite you back for more of City Week.